everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Real Housewives of Potomac review. Before we get into the logistics of how the episode went down, please don't forget to check down below in my description box for my email, bondy.brittany@gmail.com, where you can email me your inquiries about credit repair. I told you guys in my last Bondy Blue show video that I've started a credit repair service, which helps you guys get your credit score higher so that you can do what you need to do in your life as far as buying a home, getting a car, getting a cell phone without having to pay a down payment, getting your cable put in without any extra fees. You guys, all of this is determined based on how great your credit is. So if you need help to repair your credit, hit me up. This is a service, you guys, just to let you know that it is an exchange of money that happens. So it's not just tips, it's also a financial service to you guys. All right, so if you're interested, hit me up in my email, and I hope to hear from everybody who already hit me up. I hope to hear from you guys. It is definitely a legit business, so hit me up if you're interested, and I am very appreciative of everybody that already has. Okay, now let's get into Scentbird. Scentbird, I smell good, bitch. Yes, no bra, feeling good, bitch. All right. I'm just saying, I had to live today. Okay, it is what it is. Scentbird is a monthly subscription service where you can get 15% off with my special link down below of your first month. It's only $14.95, and you get to smell delicious every month of the year. They also have candles and makeup and lotions, so you guys check out their website. Also, shout out to Omiyage hair care products, which keeps me moisturized in my curls Van Poppington, as my girl Nicki Minaj would say. All right, and shopsoapyluv.com to get you some handmade luxurious soaps to keep that body clean, huh? All right, now look, let's just get into Real Housewives of Potomac because the shit was messy, okay? Let's start off with Gizelle, okay? Gizelle and Ashley met up this episode, and a conversation was had, and I was annoyed, okay? I'm gonna tell you why I was annoyed. I'm annoyed because Ashley allowed for Gizelle to make it seem like Monique was trying to get her not to go to Robin's event. We discussed this last week, that Robin and Monique are both having charity, women's empowerment, whatever events on the exact same day. At Gizelle's birthday party last week, Sharice let the group know that she had already committed to Monique's event, so she would not be there for Robin's event. Okay, so now everybody's going around asking, are you coming to my event? Are you coming to my event? Robin did this last episode with Karen and Candace, so I don't understand why Gizelle felt as if Monique was doing something so terrible, trying to snatch people away from Robin's event, when she asked Ashley simply if she was coming to her event. And Ashley just kind of let Gizelle say, oh, she trying to get people not to come to Robin's event. And I'm like, that's not what it is. She wanted to know if the person that she's close to in the group is coming to her event. But I can also see that Monique and Ashley's relationship is not going to be as tight as it once was, because Monique can't trust Ashley, and because Ashley is too busy trying to fit in with everybody. It's just plain and simple. Also, we talking once again about Sherman. We'd already discussed the fact that they broke up. They not together no more. And from what we hearing on the curb, okay, word on the curb, word on the streets, is that Kendall, who is also a friend of the clique, she is Sharice's friend, she's Karen's friend, and now she's Monique's friend, all right? She's Sherman's ex-wife. Sherman knew his ex-wife was coming on this season, so he decided to do a disappearing act. Gizelle probably had no idea about any of this shit and was completely caught off guard, like, oh, what have I done? My man don't want me no more. When really your man is running and ducking and hiding because he don't want to be caught in the middle of this reality show TV drama between his ex-wife and his current girlfriend who knew each other. Now, last episode, Monique let it slip out that the reason why Kendall and Sherman broke up is because he was arrested when he was caught in a parking lot getting head from a prostitute. I'm looking at Sherman like, sir, you look like you make way too much money to be caught up getting your dick sucked in a parking lot. I don't know what's wrong with all you famous men that like to do voyeur shit. Get your ass in a motel, get your ass in a hotel, get your ass in a covered parking garage. But stop parking on public streets places where cops be patrolling, with you in the car with your head to the back, with your eyes rolling the back of your head, getting your dick sucked. Obviously, somebody's going to see you. It is definitely, a possibility. So I'm just looking at Sherman like, I felt like Monique was being messy. Monique, that didn't have anything to do with anything. I don't know why you brought it up, which is why I didn't see a need to really talk about it, because it didn't have anything to do with anything. So what? Eddie Murphy did the same thing. His was a transvestite, but to each his own. Kenzel and Monique spent some time together this episode, and it was kind of like a back and forth between Ashley and Giselle and Kenzel and Monique. And Kendall is just explaining the situation with Sherman and what happened and why they broke up, which is because he got caught getting his dick sucked in a parking lot by police. Okay, got arrested. Clink, clink. That is a very embarrassing way for your marriage to end. Apparently, Giselle and Kenzel knew each other. They may not have been buddy, close best friends or anything, but they hung out in the same circles. Like I said, Kendall is friends with Karen and Charisse and has obviously been brought around Giselle enough for them to have each other's phone numbers. So the fact that Giselle never contacted Kendall to let her know that she was dating her ex-husband and that it was going to be on national television, I thought that was kind of flawed. And I thought that just exhibits the selfish behavior that Giselle always shows us, okay? And Giselle, you always so quick to want to call somebody else out on their thottery. I want to call you out on yours, bitch, because they got a whole bunch of men out here in these streets that didn't belong to a female that you were friends with or cordial with or had phone numbers or conversations, whatever, what have you. So I felt like that was very thought-ish of you to fuck with that lady ex-husband, knowing that y'all was cool and you never said anything. And if this was regular life, I wouldn't even care. But the fact that it was going to be on television and y'all running the same circles, it just would seem like proper etiquette for you to at least reach out and say, hey, Kenzel, I just wanted to let you know that I'm dating Sherman and it's going to be on fucking national television, bitch. But she didn't do that, which left Kendall feeling some type of way, okay? So we know that Monique is having her charity event, right? So Monique is having her charity event. Charisse is there and Karen is there and Kendall is there. Charisse finds herself getting pissed off because she feels like Monique is trying to steal all her friends. She mentions the fact that Monique invited a lot of the people who she introduced her to her charity event for Hurricane Harvey. And now here we are with Kendall at this charity event. And I just kind of feel like when somebody is new in town and you're introducing them to all of your friends, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? They're going to be friends and reach out to one another if they like each other's energy. You brought her into a room to meet people. She met people. She befriended some of those people. And when she has an event, she calls upon those same people. She's new here. So what is the problem, Charisse? Are you starting to feel jealous? Are you starting to feel like your place as the grand dame of networking is going to be taken? Or are you feeling like you might get caught up in this mess between Giselle and Kendall because you have been doing a very good job of not bringing Kendall around Giselle? So if, Monique did the same thing. If she had an event and Giselle was going to be there, she didn't invite Kendall. And, I just thought that was a sign of respect in some way, but everybody's going to look at Monique like she's messy. They're going to drag Monique because Monique brought Kendall into the group. But I feel like if she was already friends with Karen and Charisse, it was only a matter of time before production was like, Kenzel, hi. Hello, I hope you're having a good day. Look, this is production for Bravo, for the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm sure you heard because, some of your friends are on the show, acquaintances, okay? Well, we would like to have a meeting with you because Sherman, your ex-husband, has been on the show and dating Giselle Bryant, and we just wanted to know if you would like to come on the show and be involved with the fuckery. This is definitely what happened. Somebody told production and production made the right phone calls, and Kendall, who already kind of had some salty feelings towards Giselle, and I'm sure salty feelings towards Sherman, was like, well, bitch, why not? Okay, so we can blame Monique if we want to, but she is basically just the facilitator of the fuck shit, okay? A conduit of the depravity. All right, look, I'm trying to use my big words. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. They're going to blame Monique, but ultimately production are the people that probably set this shit up. And because Monique doesn't have a lot of her own friends in Potomac, what else is she supposed to do but to link on to the people who she's met through these ladies? That's the whole point of this, all right? But I know a lot of y'all don't like my girl Monique, but I'm still here with her because I feel like first impressions are everything. And when she first came on this show, she impressed me. All right, regardless of her complaining about being a rich black lady that don't really have nothing to do, but somehow is really tired. I'm just not in a place where I feel like that makes me dislike her. Chris and Monique went to get pedicures this episode, and they were discussing how she feels overwhelmed and discussing how he wants more children, and also discussing how as a professional athlete, he always had people waiting on him hand and foot. I don't know if y'all know this, but I've heard this from a lot of people who know athletes and stuff like that, that in the NFL, they are taken care of like crazy. They make a phone call. Doctors are always on call to them. Anything they need, all they have to do is ask somebody. They don't have to do what we have to do, go somewhere, make an appointment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to do all of that. So he's used to being catered to in a certain way. And Monique has been catering to him in that way, sexually, taking care of their children. And I understand that a lot of people are like, she's not cleaning that house. She's not washing his clothes. And I kind of feel like, so what? Like, as a woman who works 2 jobs and has a husband and tries to keep my place clean, I'm fucking tired all the time, and I don't have any children. So I can only imagine that Monique's life might be a little bit more tiring than we might know. Either way, I don't like to look at somebody else's life and be like, oh, bitch, you ain't doing nothing. Because you don't know what's happening when the cameras aren't rolling, okay? But I will say this, Monique. You tiring yourself out only shows that you are doing it to yourself because you have somebody cleaning your house. You have somebody that's watching your kids. Your husband is active with your children. He's healthy. So there is not as much for you to do as other, regular women whose husbands aren't rich. And I think a lot of women who watch this show are starting to get annoyed with the fact that you always want to talk about how tired you are when there are women out here who are working 2 jobs, got children, got a husband that works who may not be home all the time, who got to come home off a job, cook and clean, and make sure everybody do their homework and be in bed at night. And I understand where y'all coming from with that, okay? Because I'm looking at her like, bitch, please move on to another storyline. But the main thing, you guys, I'm starting to wonder if Monique is going through some type of depression or something that's affecting her mental psyche since she had that miscarriage. Because he asked for more children and she was like, look, I just had this miscarriage. I kind of want to work on my charities and my business right now. I just think that she might be throwing herself into more than she can handle to get her mind off the fact that she lost that baby at a time when they were probably really, really excited about it. So let's hop, skip, and jump over to Robin's event, okay? So like I said, Robin and Monique are having their events at the same time. Sharice is over there mad about Kendall being there. And over here at Robin's event, Robin is mad that Sharice didn't show up to her event. And I just kind of feel like she already told you she wasn't going to be there. Why are you discussing it as if you expected her to pop up and surprise you? Candace is there. Ashley is there. Giselle is there. But because she feels as if, because they've been friends for so many years, how are you going to pick Monique over me? Robin, you really need to mature and realize that this happens sometimes. You should not be taking this as a personal affront to y'all friendship that she had already told Monique she was going to be at her event. And I know you don't recognize this, but you are closer with Giselle than you are with Sharice, and y'all have been friends for a shorter amount of time than you and Sharice. Just like Sharice is closer with Monique than she is with you. And I don't understand why that's so hard for you to understand. And it's another time when I see that Giselle and Robin are total fucking hypocrites. They want so much loyalty and respect from people, but they don't give it, okay? Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna, never gonna get it, 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 never get it. All right, like that's how I feel. Never gonna get no respect from them 2 green-eyed batches, okay? But her event was a success. Monique's event was a success, even though they didn't have the other people, who didn't show up at their event. So it just didn't even make sense to worry about who wasn't going to be there. Enjoy the people that are going to be there. Make them feel, appreciated that they came through, and move the fuck on, okay? Robin also showed us this episode that she purchased a house to flip. She had to call her mama and ask her mama if it was okay for her to invest and buy this house to flip. My whole thing with Robin is, why do you feel like you're the only one that knows some shit? She was explaining house flipping to us as if she's the only person in the world who got HGTV, as if she's the only person that has ever done this. And I was just like, Robin, we know what house flipping is, bitch. Thank you. We appreciate the definition from the dictionary, but we got it. We know what it is. All right. So Karen lets the ladies know at Monique's event that she's having an Oh Hugo Alzheimer's Charity Foundation event. And she wants all these batches to come and make their checks out to the Oh Hugo Foundation. And I'm just like, so wait a minute. You having a charity event for Alzheimer's because her mother and her mother-in-law had Alzheimer's. And it's a terrible disease. And she wants to do something about it. And because of everything going on with Ray and the financial, she really wanted something to divert her attention from the fact that her husband is about to move on like Maya batch. So Karen wants everybody to make their checks out to her foundation and not the Alzheimer's Foundation. And Robin is already feeling some type of way about the fact that Karen decided to renege and not come to her event. So now everybody's looking at Karen like, so you're trying to use our money to fund your businesses and act like you're doing it for charity. Is that correct, bitch? Because that's what it looks like, Karen. Is that what is happening? You batch. Please do not fuck over people money like that, Karen, because then I'm going to have to look at you totally different, all right? We're going to give that a second. Because everybody was looking at Karen like, bitch, this is my money. I'll make the check out to whoever I want to make the check out to. If it's for Alzheimer's Foundation, make check out to Alzheimer's Foundation. Now I'm about to make it out to you so you and Ray can pay y'all fucking tax bill with my hard-earned cash, bitch. Okay? Look, the way she snapped at Monique when Monique was asking her about it, I was just like, ain't that some shit gonna tell you it's none of your business, but it's your check? Girl, go to bed. Go to bed, Karen. Go to bed with that one. So let's talk about Chris and Candace for a minute. Chris and Candace go to see another venue, and she's once again with the flowers everywhere. At first it was, I want a wall of flowers. And now it's, I want a ceiling of flowers. And it's like, bitch, 160K. 60 of that is going towards food. Then you have the rest of the 100 that has to go to decor. You don't have enough money to put real flowers on this entire ceiling in this huge ballroom, bitch. You don't have the funds. What part of that don't you understand? She done stressed herself out, and now she pissed off at her mama and Chris because they know how to count. Okay? Like, he broke it down for her. This is how much this costs. Times this. Minus this. I mean, he broke it all the way down for her. And all she could do was get upset and annoyed because he was telling her the truth. Get over it, bitch. Get over it, okay? You do not have enough money for all of that. I know you feel like the marriage is important and the wedding is important, because I did too. But I also was not spending over, $15,000 on a fucking wedding. You out your mind, especially considering the fact that everything that you get is from your mom. Don't you think it would be more pertinent for you to like get a place that's not also your mom's place instead of spending $160,000 on a fucking wedding to a dude you might not stay married to? I'm just saying. Because from the looks of it, this might be all hunky-dory right now, but in about 5 and 10 years, when children are coming into play and money is not being made, or the restaurant goes downhill, or whatever that could possibly happen, I don't know if Candace and Chris are going to be together enough for you to feel the need to put yourself in this type of situation just so you can have, this outlandish fucking flowers all over the ceiling wedding, bitch. So Michael and Ashley sit down for dinner. In last episode, when Ashley and Monique met up, it was a double date with their husbands, and Michael expressed that he was getting closer to being ready for a child. And I kind of feel like Michael looks like he's on his way to the grave, so I don't know how much time he needs, all right? So he and Ashley sit down to have this conversation, and I was so hurt for Ashley because Michael tells her that the real reason why he's postponing them having a child is because he is worried that she will raise their child the way her mom raised her. And I was completely taken aback by that because I was like, first of all, Ashley is not a leech, okay? Ashley has found ways to get money on her own from her initial getting money from Michael. She's on this show now. She's, managing that restaurant. I feel like Ashley might have used him to get to a certain place, but she's the type of person that will take what he's given her and turn it into her own thing. I don't think that Ashley is all with Michael just for his money. So for him to act as if somehow she is not going to be a good mother after it was already discussed before y'all got together that she wanted children, I just thought it was so fucking selfish and bullshit, Michael. You are full of shit. I could tell from looking at Ashley that just like my husband and many other people who didn't get exactly everything that they wanted as a child from a parent, they're probably going to try extra hard to be the parent that they wish they had. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I can see it. I can see Ashley taking care of her mom the way she wishes her mom would have taken care of her. So I think that she will do the exact same thing with her child. I do not think that she will go and live with a nigga in a tent and leave her child with her mom who's currently living with a nigga in a tent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that that's what's going to happen. And Michael, I don't even know Ashley. You are married to her and you got the audacity to open up your mouth and say that shit to her. Like, oh, I don't know if you're going to be a good mother. So I don't know if I want to have children with you. Are you fucking kidding me? And I was so happy that she told him, well, you need to let me know, because if not, I can move on. Because why would I waste my time being with somebody that does not want the same things as I do? And that is real deal Holyfield. Because unlike men, we have a time clock on how long we can procreate, how long we can have children. And even though Ashley is around my age, I believe she's 30, that means she only has a good 10 years, if that, of being able to conceive and have a baby without any extra issues. So for this old ass man to be sitting in her face trying to blame her family issues on the reason why he doesn't want to have a child is bullshit. Tell the truth, Michael. You don't want to have a baby with Ashley, for one, because I don't think you really want one, and also because I feel like you think, oh, that means she get to squeeze more money out of me. Tell the truth. Sitting there with your fucking hand over your mouth after you done said that shit to that girl. Ashley, I really think you should just take that lump sum of money and go ahead about your business. So it's time for the batch event, okay? Karen has her charity event. All right? And the ladies are there. Sharice is there. Monique is there. Ashley is there, I believe. And everybody is... So she invited Kendall, huh? Okay, she invited Kendall, huh? And the whole time, Robin and Giselle are feeding their faces, plotting on popping up at Karen's event in jeans so that they can corner her, gang up on her, and send a message. Because, for one, she didn't show up to Robin's event. She reneged on Robin's event. She lied, and they think they need to check her. And I was just sitting up here like, you two pathetic old batches need to take y'all asses home to whoever y'all take care of, okay? Because I don't understand mothers of 2 children. Well, actually, Giselle, you have 3 daughters. Robin, you have 2 sons at home. But y'all got the time to be 2 hood rat middle-aged batches running up on Karen at her charity event to try to check her about something that she decided that she didn't want to attend. Are you really doing this right now? Y'all are some disgusting, annoying ass bitches, boy. I tell you that. The scene with them just getting themselves all riled up with Giselle bucking Robin's head up. Because y'all know that's how this goes. Giselle bucks Robin's head up. Oh, we mad. We need to go do this. We need to go check this. And then Robin does most of the talking as Giselle just kind of stands there and says, yeah. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit. And of course, the episode cut off when she walks into the event and sees Kendall standing there. She was also pissed off about that. And I just kind of felt like, see, Karen ain't seen it for you ever since you decided that you was going to call her husband a broke Bill Gates. Y'all may be cool, y'all may be cordial, but she don't fuck with you. Karen brought Kendall to the event just so she could piss Giselle off, and I'm glad for it. I cannot wait to see what happens next episode, because I have fingers crossed that Giselle's face will be on the ground when Kendall is standing there smiling like, hey, batch. Before I go, did y'all see Sharice's little young date that she brought? He was cute. She said the young boys love her. I'm like, I'm sure they do, because you pretty, you fine, and you have money. So that means they'll get fucked and get an Uber ride home. Okay? Like, come on now, girl. We know you're just playing a field. It's all right, Sharice. You better do it, girl. I ain't never mad at a bitch for getting her life after she's been played dust by a man for 20 years. I'm just saying, girl, you better get these young men, just like his old ass, to go and find him some young woman to take your place. You better find you a young man that will do more than take his place, nigga. You weren't never putting it down like that. Anyway, y'all, I think I done discussed it all. I think I've said it all. If I didn't, put it down below in the comments and we'll talk about it next episode. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.